To get the bumper off, remove the screws here from the fender liner on both sides, and bumper is off, just like that. Both sides. Remove those screws. You have to remove these plastic clips here, and the dang bumper just comes off, man. Headlights have two 10mm here, one 10mm here, and looks like this has been snapped off. It would be here, headlights out. You can unplug it or take the bulbs out with it. I'm just gonna take the bulbs out. Unplugging force connector is a fucking pain in the neck. Same on this side. I'm just gonna take the plugs out. Unplugging forward connectors are not easy. Next, we're gonna remove the front impact absorber. Open these two bolts here. Open these two bolts here. And the ones at the bottom. You can see right there. There you go. The whole front end is removed. One thing right here is your transmission cooler. If you don't have a special tool, just open the cooler going here and the cooler going down here. Disconnect the line and the cooler is free. That's how I did it. Wiring is out. Now I'm just gonna disconnect the suspension and suspension. Remove the steering shaft right there. Disconnect that one. Disconnect the rear drive shaft, you can see underneath, and the exhaust going to the manifold. After that, we'll come down here and we're gonna need to unplug this master plug for the engine harness. Right, this plug here for the engine harness. This separates the ECU from the engine. Then you got another plug going to the computer right there. Take that out. There you go. You also have a few harnesses connecting to the body. This is for the transmission side. We're going to disconnect this. Got it. So just look around, see what other harness you need to disconnect. After you're done disconnecting all your harnesses, then you need to go to your transmission shifter cable. I would we'll need to remove this, so mark this adjustment and remove that. And this right here has a little pin right here. You're going to push that and the cable will lift up. After you disconnect all the wiring harness, connect the chain, and don't remove these bolts. I just got everything ready. You're going to go down here. You're going to connect that bolt here, this bolt here, and the big one up front right here. Same on the other side. Remove all these three. And then you have this base plate underneath. You're going to open these two 15mm bolt and the big giant one right here. Once you do disconnect everything here, you're going to disconnect your strut assembly, separate the tire subframe, take out your brake caliper, stick it up here, take out your ABS sensor, hide it up there. Then we're going to open these engine bolts here and these transmission bolts from this mount right here. Alright, so right now engine is ready to be pulled out. I'm going to slowly lower it and try to get it out. What happens is it's not center of the actual engine or the transmission. It's the center of the engine, but transmission is not. So it's going to lean more like this way when I pull it out. So if you're doing this yourself, I would recommend connecting secondary chain from here to one of these bolts that will pull the transmission up. I don't have one, so be careful. You do have to disconnect these two heater lines. You have fuel line, you have evap line, and transmission shift cable, positive cable, which I'm removing next. This will separate the harness completely. The transmission cooler, which I ended up taking one thing at a time. And that's pretty much it. I disconnected the exhaust manifold completely because right there, and then the drive shaft's connected with the 14mm bolts. That's it. Let's see what happens if I lower this guy. Yeah, it leans here, so I need to pull that one out. Be careful.